What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing a bit of a trade breakdown. So I'm just going to go over this trade, everything that I looked at to find a potential trade and get into it and show you some in-trade management and whatnot and all that good stuff. So firstly here we have our market structure on US CAD. I'm on the 2-hour time frame. Swap down to the 1 hour. It looks something like this. Now, this is a really great trade for a couple reasons. One, on the 2 hour we had a form of this candle right here, which is a really good candle to get in. It's pretty much a doji candle, and they're great to mark up for supply and demand. So that was the first thing that we marked up. The next thing was the massive imbalance zone that we had. So we had this zone right here as the imbalance zone. So already we're looking at a great trade. Now we've got to look at direction, like what sort of trend we're in. So you can see during this part we're in a good downtrend, and then we have this sort of consolidation area where it pulls back and it really slowly goes down, kind of creates this consolidation zone between these areas. And then we get another small consolidation area down here. And then we get a hefty push from this zone to the upside, which takes out our previous zone, which was right here. And it levels off with this zone here as well. I can't make these straight for some reason, but that's alright. Oi! Yeah, this zone right here. So at this point, I'm thinking because we've taken out this consolidation area with such a strong push and it's slowly drooping back down, and I'm thinking a buy in this area would be good. So we sink down to the 1 hour time frame. We have a really good looking piece of structure here. And the reason why we do is because we have a very big area of support. All right. So assuming a lot of other traders are seeing this, seeing the first tap and the second tap, they're probably getting a lot of orders in around here, which is good for us because that means for us, this is all beautiful liquidity. So I'm just going to draw this little thing up here. So this is all liquidity right here. A lot of orders, a lot of buy orders, possibly some sell orders up the top. So now I'm looking for it to come break through this liquidity and head into this imbalance zone. So once it's done that, that's when the magic really starts happening. So it breaks through that imbalance, breaks into that imbalance and breaks that liquidity, and then we are left with the market in our zone. Once the market's in our zone, we can jump down to a lower time frame and look for a possible entry. Where is the entry? Not sure. Let's play this forward and let's explain it as it goes. Okay. So there's a couple entries you could have done. This is being the main one right here. Let me just fix that up. So right here we have a sort of doji candle showing weakness in the market, especially in our zone, and then it's followed by a strong engulfing push candle. So this is a zone that you would preferably buy on. If you didn't get into this zone, then not to worry, because here we have the same thing. We have two weak candles, a pin bar and a doji, and then a strong candle. So if you miss this initial one, then you can jump in on this one as well, which obviously doesn't give you a great R&R compared to this one, but it is still a good entry. So let's just go entry here, and then for our stop loss, we can either choose to have it below this swing here, or we can have it below this build up of orders here. And I'm going to opt for having it below that build up of orders because that's below our supply and demand zone, which is basically what we're trading. So if it breaks this zone here, we don't really want to be in the trade at all anyway. We'll just jump back up to the 1 hour. Now, where do we aim for our take profit? You could aim here for this swing, but personally, after seeing that it had made a failed higher high, it kind of puts you at a higher risk. It's still a great zone to target for a take profit, but preferably you probably want to target this area here, just because this was other than this one, other than this zone, this was the last strong swing. So that's where we're going to be aiming for. Obviously, we know the market moves up from there. So that's our position. We're looking at a 1 to 4, and I'll just play it out. So it has a incredibly strong push, and because it's so strong, it's hard to get good in-trade risk management, which sounds silly. It's a great trade, makes it a little bit harder. Obviously, the easiest solution is to move your stop loss to break even. So I don't have any presets for that one. Pretty sure I have this one. So we'll just pretend that this is our stop loss. So obviously we move our stop loss to break even, so now it's a risk-free trade. If you want to get more into depth on how to get good in-trade management, then we can move down to the 15-minute and break it down from there. So it starts to create a bit of a pullback, bit of an area of consolidation now. Here's the pullback. Starts to take off again eventually. So yes, massive consolidation area here. I'll mark this up. So at this point in time, you shouldn't be moving your stop loss any further higher. Just because of the consolidation, you don't know if it's going to break this consolidation and head back down towards the downside. I mean, after all, we did have a fail higher high up here. Technically, not on a higher time frame, we didn't, but on a lower time frame, we did. So I wouldn't be moving your stop loss any higher until it breaks the top side of this and you start to see some strength. And now that that has happened, we can grab our stop loss and potentially move it to here. So it locks in a little more profits, but it does put us at a bit more of a risk getting stopped out. But we've got profits locked in now, so we're guaranteed for some profits. And then the trade plays out a bit, and eventually it hits take profit. So there wasn't much trade management in this because we didn't have such great structure during the trade. We just had this lump of consolidation, but we used that to advantage, move the stop loss just below that consolidation, and then that puts us at less risk of getting stopped out for a loss or a break even, get a little bit of profits, then it moves to the take profit. So fairly simple trade, but all in all, what we were looking for was that supply demand zone, an imbalance zone, and a good sweep of liquidity, which is pretty much your most important 3 factors of this kind of strategy. So that's pretty much it, guys. Quick trade breakdown for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.